Hello, everybody. James Spilling here once again. It's a one track, one library. And today spring has truly sprungeth. It's sunny, it's warmer, the sun is shining, the grass is green, the orange and palm trees sway. Name the tune. Anyway, are you ready for the thing that is Bioscape by Luftrum Sound Design? Now, if you like sound and if you like sound recording stuff, you are gonna love this. It is full to the brim of field recordings, and that is its source material. So you're looking at water, ice, rocks, industrial stuff, metal stuff, boat stuff, factory droney stuff. Anyway, the instruments themselves are sort of pads, textures, pulses, soundscape, all of that sort of stuff. And they've even got ASMR drones in there. Now, ASMR is basically it's music that makes you feel good. What does it stand for? It's something. What is it? ASMR or something sensory. It's something sensory. Something response. Sensory response. Gonna have to look it up. ASMR is autonomous sensory meridian response. It is a relaxing, often sedative sensation that begins on the scalp and moves down the body, also known as brain massage. It's music that makes you feel good. So it's even music therapy, this stuff. I'll show you later, but you press a key and you just go, ah. Anyway, one track, one library. I've written a track using just this instrument, and I've used a picture to inspire me. This is the picture. I often like to go against the grain of what an instrument says it does and says it is. But on this occasion, Bioscape, it is so good at what it does. I just sort of went, okay, let's just go with it. So this is an epic ambient piece. And it's the man reaching his Elysium, his sci-fi end. It's like the inner temple. It's almost sort of 2001, my God, it's full of stars feeling, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's sort of starry and epicy and ambiency and washy and reverby and lush. So if you don't want to listen to me drone on about all of this, just go to the minutes and seconds below, press full track, and you can hear the track in all its glory with the picture. But in the meantime, I will show you this fantastic instrument, what it does, the GUI, the presets and all of that, and I'll show you how I did the track. So this is Bioscape. So this is Bioscape, folks. This is how it comes out of the box. You drag it over or press that, and this is literally the first one. This is a soft cluster wind. See what I mean? It's fab. Now, while that dies away, let me explain to you the GUI. You have 1, 2 sound sources. If you press this, that's A and B. If you press this, you get 2 more, C and D. Let's go back to A. Under here, this is obviously on harps, but you have user, boats, cityscapes, creatures, deserts, drones, electric, all of these at your disposal. Let's go for bode. And within this, you have all of these under that bode section. So I don't know, let's pick one. Bode cactus squeals. In order to turn one off, you press that. Let's turn that on. In fact, I'm going to just show you some of these on their own. So this is bode cactus squeals. Going backwards clearly. Right, okay, let's turn sorry, I couldn't turn the reverb off because it's huge. Right, I'll come back to those sections in a minute. Right, that sounds like a cactus being tortured. Let me explain to you what you have here. You have forward loop, reverse loop, forward stop, reverse stop. Now let's go for forward stop just so I can play it for you. There we go. So you can change the position of your sample start by using this native or non-native. Now native only it plays the original sample, so but you can't change the endpoint. But if you unclick it, you can go wherever you like. Let's go here. Let's hear some more cactus being tortured. Good, and then it stops because I've got forward stop. Let's have a ping pong loop, so it'll go back and forward. Good, so obviously re-trigger. If I press another one, if I re-trig, starts exactly from the beginning of where I've set the sample. So that's your bowed. Let's find something a little bit more, I don't know. Let's go for harps. Let's go for this. That'll do. Aeolian wind drone. Let's show the options. Eerie Aeolian wind harp. Let's go for that one. That's very nice. Ignore this for the minute. I'll get to that in a second. Right. For each of these, you have your ADSR for main. You have pan. You have a tuning knob, of which you can go down 26 semitones. Sorry, 32 either side. So that's 3 octaves. Velocity and key follow for the how loud it is. So if I go up the octave, not louder, but if I turn this up and I play 2 octaves higher, it's going to be really loud. And if I go lower, it's going to be quiet. Likewise, if I go all the way down there, this is my middle C, and then I start going lower, 2 octaves lower. It's a bit louder than that, 2 octaves higher. Nothing. Control click will get you back to center. So you also have filter section. And so look at all these filters. Let's just go for the first one. And you've got cutoff, resonance, envelope, and key follow. The cutoff frequency. Let's go around 1.5K. Let's find a nice. That's quite cool. Envelope, key. Let's go higher. It plays it lower, and if you do it the other way, it'll play it higher. Nice. Main, so obviously attack. Let's put the attack to fairly low decay, sustain release. Let's do that. Now this mutate, it's a bit like sort of a random, 2 blocks of randomness, depending on which effect you want. So look, you got ambient, all of these plucked. Let's go for plucked, and it picks a whole random section, and it's plucking it. Let's go for looped. Let's go for, I don't know, frozen. It's nice. Now let's pick another one. Should we pick another one? Forest. Let's go for, I don't know, desert. Isn't that fun? Anyway, so those are those. Let's turn it. Let's just empty as this one up here. Let's just empty it there. And quick modulations. So if you go onto the modulations, you have 3 LFOs and you have 4 sequences. You lucky things. So let's go LFO. This is the first one. It's just a natural sine wave. You can choose what you're going to have. So you can sequence can trigger it, the LFOs can trigger it, the mod wheels can trigger it. And we're going to do, shall we do pitch A? So pitch A is going to go, ooh, that's fun.
Now, you can record this. Look at this. You can assign this to anything. Right click, learn MIDI CC. You could do a fader or anything, but I'm just going to use my mouse. I'm going to record and I'm going to do this. Press the key. Now, if I press play and then press a key, does it? Okay, I quite like that. Now, I know it's silly, but I'm going to save my little patch. And I'm going to cut it. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. JS, just in case I forget who I am. So that's that. You can obviously assign 3 quick mods to anything. You have 4 sequences. You can blah, 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 blah. This is sequencer 1. You can have lots of steps. You can have fewer steps. You can rate. Oh, let's go there, shall we? No, let's go there. Let's go back to our main and let's decide sequence 1. What should it be? Volume? So let's do one of these positions. Okay, let's go back to the main and here we go. The sun's gone in. It'll come out again. Yeah, and then again you can re-record this. Play. Oh dear. Right, let's go to the right hand here. So this is quick effects. It's exactly the same principle as quick modulation. And on the effects tab, you have chorus, phaser, time stop, equalizer, distortion, the delay and reverbs. Now, don't make the mistake. I got all a bit confused because I missed A and B here. So I was trying to do effects on C and D and I forgot to do this. And you actually just have to make sure that you pay attention to that. Likewise on delay and reverb. So delay is a global thing, but reverb, I believe, is A, B, and C and D here. Yeah, so you just have to make sure that it's there. So I'm going to do reverb A and B. Back to main. So this is going to be my reverb. Oh, sorry. Let's go reverb. No, let's turn you off. Oh, it's already on this one. So let's do this. So let's record you. So this is effectively a mix setting. Ready? Here we go. Oh, it's just hours of fun. Reverbs, all of these lovely things. I mean, look at it. Ambient smalls, hummingbirds. Forsaken factory. Let's go back to your main. Let's turn that off. Let's just whack up the mix. So I'm presuming, is that a higher mix? And then you go back low. Is that a lower mix? Yes. So that effectively is the mix. Can you, yeah, you can assign all of these to any sort of MIDI CCs. Fun, isn't it? Right, because I like that wow wow, I'm going to save it, overwrite. And that's just one source. And the other thing is, you can actually drop in your own samples, okay? So these are things I did once before for another track. So these are little violins and mbira slaps. Let's pick one of these. You just drag it in. And this is my mbira with the same settings. So I'm going to turn that off. Turn you off. And let's go backwards. So Right, forward stop. I'll show you what this sounds like. Stop. All right, this is, so control click goes back to normal settings, by the way. This is it. So that's my settings. So let's play with the things we've just done, shall we? Ping pong loop, go. Isn't that fun? Let's turn that off. Just whack the reverb up one more time. I like that too. So I'm going to save that. Imbira, spooky Imbira. In fact, where is it? Let me show you the instrument. So that was just this. It's just one of these. Yeah, quite fun. I sort of whacked it a couple of times or did that, and that's what I ended up with. So that's that really. What else can I tell you? Effects, chorus, equalizer. You've got an equalizer here. Low mids. Let's do that. Let's play. Distortion. Delay. Now this delay is the replica delay. I mean, isn't that fun? That's a lot of fun. Now, one thing I haven't told you about is this huge, lovely recordable XY thing. So the modulation, just by the way, there's your mod wheel, there's your aftertouch, 3 LFOs, you can do 4 sequences. You can randomize everything if you just press randomize. Here we go. And this just randomizes your LFOs and sequences. So if, oh, that's fun. Yeah, okay. That's pretty cool. Shush. That's insane. I'm going to show you the XY pad on a... should we do a playable? Or should we do a texture? Let's do a pulse. First contact. I like first contact. Have we got 4 sound sources on this one? Yes, we have. So this XY pad, this is A, B, C, and D. This is, as it were, the sound sources A, B, C, D. You can go decide how it moves. You can import and export and save your own settings. But let's go circle full size. Go. Let's slow it down. So here, this is playback mode. This is forward loop. For reverse loop, let's go backwards. Ping pong. Boing, doing. Let's go half speed. Okay. Obviously, you can sync it to your host tempo. Let's do this. And let's go back into 2. This quantizes how much these play. So this is a quarter, half, 1 bar. You can turn it off, or quarter. Let's go to quarter. You can record it. Let's go figure of 8. In fact, let's grab it. Let's play that again. Let's record it, press the key, and go. Figure of 8. And bigger figure of 8. And then you play it. And likewise, you can ping pong loop that. Isn't that fun? Let's go to corners only. And let's half that so you can really hear. So that's that. That is Bioscape. That is the instrument. And I'll just play you a couple of presets. So you've got ASMR. Let's go for ASMR. So this is music that makes you feel good. Rain on Glass. basically it's sound effects to make you relaxed. Let's go for another one. Campfire. Oh, this will be nice. Campfire ambience. Clicky fire burning. Nice. One more. Valerian. Lace water rice. Yeah. So here we go. Dronescapes. Let's go. Let's play you Dark Substance. Play one more. Empathology. That's. Oh, I wish I'd found that earlier. That's nice. You have effects. Frost. Flyby. Skybase. Let's go Skybase. That's nice. Well, I like that. That's very cool. So that's like a thump. Sorry, Mike. Seventh dropship. It's all very, very cool. I mean, there's so much in here, guys. Effects, pads. I've done a lot of pads because of my ambient thing, but you'll hear it in a minute. Oh, lovely. Textures. City at dusk. You could write a whole album just pressing one key for each track. I mean, that excites me. I mean, it's just all of this is fab. Reverse. All of these are reversed. Okay, ready? Let's change that to Protein Engine 1. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you, but I'm hoping it's obvious. You have a volume level for each of these. Yeah. Let's go with this one. In fact, I'll just show you another one. Let's go for a texture. Haunted radio. I like the word haunted. So again, these levels. White noise. Go to A, B. Yeah. I think I've explained everything. Have I explained everything? If I haven't, I apologise. I'm going to show you what I did with this track. See you in a minute. So guys, this is my track. As usual, because I need to have some sort of idea of what I'm going to do, I create a chord chart with my sturdy friend, the piano. Now, because it's epically ballady and ambienty, I've put it on ballad, and I've put it on ambient hall, and I've even pressing sustain occasionally. So I've written a chord chart. I've even written the chords up there. I created a sort of a mood chart depending on the story of this guy going into Elysium. I'll just show you the picture quickly. So I've written it's fantasy, it's wonder. Out was just sort of trying to reset. Then there's another fantasy, and then is it evil? And there's this was called wait for it. Anyway, and then it was wonder. So I started in C. Oh, the sun's come back. So this was, I'll just play a little bit. So I started in C, and this was it. And then because I like the minor sixth thing from C, I go to G sharp, which is this. It's sort of fancy, isn't it? I'll play it. 6th. Yeah, and then from there, I went to E minor, E flat minor, back to G sharp. That sort of, that wonder feel. Oh, it's wonder. And then back to fantasy, minor 6th. But is it evil? No, it's not. It is evil, but it's wondrous. Yeah? You know what I mean. Anyway, then, because I thought I would try, rather than just playing a huge padded lush mess, which actually it sort of is anyway, I wanted to try and create a sort of a quartet of lushness. So you'll see what I did in a minute, but effectively I wrote some string lines. I imagined a quartet of pads, and I used, just to noodle it out, the Expand 2 that comes with Pro Tools. I think you can actually buy it for $1 or something like that. Anyway, I created a string. I just used this string pad to try and find it. In fact, no, that's my piano. This is the pad sound. This was just me sketching, so this isn't in the actual thing, although it does sound very nice. This is how it started. Minor 6th. Back to C. And it went on and on and on and on and on like that for a bit. As you can see in this here. And I tried to keep it to 4 parts. I think I did. Yeah. Basically a little bit of voice leading and all of that. And then I gave it to 4 paddy sounds that I created or found. So let me show you the first contact instrument that we had. So you may have noticed that the sun has gone in behind not only a cloud, but behind the entire planet. Had a little bit of a hiatus, had a little bit of a hiatus today in the fact that life got it a bit in the way. Bit too many interruptions, so I'm doing it tonight when everyone's asleep. Anyway, so I've talked about, if I remember rightly, I've talked about how I set up the chords and my string pad. So let me introduce you to my contact instrument, which is here. Hello. And as you can see, here are my quartets. But what I did, so if this is my mini grand and my, as it were, the strings. So all I did was I completely copied the chord pad down to this chord pad, Paintings in Dreams, which was this one here. Look, Paintings in Dreams edited, or edited, I can't spell. And this is the chord pad. I'll put it up a bit. Yeah. Oops, shush. So you get the idea. Then what I also did was I took my string complete ensemble and I just dragged it down to this one. And this is the Serenity pad. And this is here, this Serenity pad. Edited. I could spell edited this time. And together there's this. Yeah. Then, so that I basically put in the background. Okay. But here, what I did is I split this into 4 parts. And I effectively called them Quartet 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, this one's a Lithium Bloom edited, Lunar Whispered, a Fairy Pad, and Between the Rings. Let me just play the very top of it, shall I? Sorry about the clicks and pops. Good, and you'll probably hear it better when I show you the mix downs, but I'm just going to, for now, just show you exactly what it looks like as a MIDI score. So that, at the heart of this piece, was that. It's basically 4 pads, there, with a chord pad underneath it, an ensemble pad just to glue it together. And then, I suppose the other big bit of this piece, I called it pulsy. So let me get rid of you just so you can hear the pulse. I'll put the ensemble in the chords so you can feel it. And this is just a pulsiness. And this is Hidden Answers. This is it. Yeah, so a little bit of a pulsiness going on. I then had another little pulse. Basically, I wanted something slightly more distortion-y. This is it on its own. With the other pulse. Yeah, sorry about the pops and clicks, folks. Can't cope very well. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Then I had these effects, of which there are lots of clicky effects from Valerian Ice and my Mbira and violin thing. This is on its own. This is all it is. Quite fun, isn't it? These are my textures and clickiness. Because monoliths in an Elysium temple need hungry locusts. Sorry. Anyway, so that's my effects. And if you've noticed, basically this pulsy and this high, all this is, I've called it high root. These were all just playing the root of each chord as it went along, just to give it some sort of chordal glue. So, and also I had this this little tune thing, I called it playable, Between the Rings. Just, again, to give some sort of thematic material, but again, I will show that in the bouncers as well. Now, let me talk to you about this. I wanted to make an impact. I created this. So all I did was get some what looked like high attack samples. So industrial, I got a windmill mech. There's an old piano impact too. There's a barbed wire vibration under metal, and there was a fire belly habitat on creatures. And I completely shrunk the sample length, turned attacks up. I probably put some delay and reverb on it, and I got this. I mean, you could make a boom library out of this. You know, who knew? So, I mean, I love that. Anyway, and obviously I saved it because it was cool. I then made another, slightly different, because I didn't want quite so boomy. A metallic barrel on concrete, old piano impact 1, wind resonating strings, windmill mech, and we got this. slightly longer reverb, slightly more, I don't know, high mids. Let me just show you, let me get rid of all of that contact, and I just want to show you the final pads that I came up with. Called it a buzzy sequence for this one. That's pretty cool. And then these were just, I just wanted a sort of a more synthy pad sound to let the man go into the temple, to let the man reach his Elysium, his utopia in space with monoliths. Ah, it's full of stars moment. And this was the first pad. Horizon pad. And this was the second one. Yeah. So all three of those together, just to finishing off the piece, and you'll obviously hear it in the track. Yeah, so fairly paddy. Okay, that's enough of that. Now, I think I will just get on with it, and I'll show you my bounce downs. So everybody, these are my bounces, and this is the full track. As you can see, here are my quartets, and I can properly play it now without hopefully any pops or clicks. Obviously I used the images for these. Yeah. Did a bit of filtering on each. Got rid of some annoying frequencies. And I had the chord pad just in the background and the ensemble in the background, and I'm going to play a bit of it on its own. Okay. And as you can see, here's my pulsiness. There's my pulse. Can't really miss it, can you? This was my high tune above it. Let's put the quartet back. Sort of journey, isn't it? I think so. And then my favorite bits are obviously the impacts. And as you can probably see, I got a little bit creative. I changed some EQ settings on one of the impacts on here, this one, and I even reversed one. In fact, let me just play this reversed because it's quite nice. Nice transition. Oops. Now, doesn't sound like it just did, but look what I put on it. I put the wormhole on this one. Why you ask? Because it does that. Without it, yeah. But that's just cool. That's sort of slightly more mysterious sci-fi, isn't it? But obviously I kept in this one because it's just fab. Okay, bye-bye wormhole. These are my clickies, and I put a delay on them. I put some to the fabulous shimmer verb, just to give them, you know, shimmery harmonics on top. Let me play you some of that. It's sort of the sound of monolithic ice melt. I don't know. Anyway, it worked for me. Anyway, I think I've rabbited on too long now. I think I should play this for you now. Here's a picture. So this is the man walking towards his Elysium, his many monoliths in the sky. Has he reached heaven? We don't know. Is it evil? Is it good? Is it fantasy? Is it wonderful? So thanks again for listening. This is Bioscape. This is One Track, One Library, epic ambience. Man finds his destiny. So that's that. Bioscape, Luftrum. Love it. Really love it. There's an awful lot under the hood. The GUI, I think, is... I'm an idiot, and I could sort of just about work it out. So, it's user-friendly. And then you've got all these amazing field recordings. So, huge thumbs up from me. I really, really love this instrument. And I think it could be used in so many different ways. Music therapy. Anyway, guys, if you like this, give it a like. If you like what I do, please do subscribe and ring that bell, and you'll be notified of anything else I put out there. In the meantime, if you want this, by the way, and you want the stems, I'll leave the link below, and you can go and get it for your sync purposes, whatever you need it for. But in the meantime, that was Bioscape. Yeah, love it. Stay safe, stay well. Till the next time. Bye.